Well, good morning again, YouTubers. Sorry it's been a couple of weeks since I uploaded a video, but I've had a lot going on in my personal life, trying to get a few things into place. And yeah, so anyway, I'm not going to make this a long one today because I want to talk about something specifically, and that's the toxic traits of mental health. And the toxic traits are when you're a sufferer, how you see yourself, how you interact with other people, and the damage that is caused by those things. So I'm on a Facebook page where mental health sufferers like myself can talk openly and get support. And last night I read a post where this person is damaging their life because of their mental health. And it struck a nerve with me because I've done that myself the whole time I've suffered with mental health. And it's usually when things aren't going your way, or loss of relationship, or loss of job, or these sort of things, because we don't have anyone to go and talk to, or we don't feel safe going and talking to anybody, we quite oftenly cause damage to ourselves by making it look like everything's perfectly okay to everybody else. But the damage that we do comes in many forms, and it's quite oftenly very hard to reverse the damage we cause. We cause it financially. We might do it via addiction, so drinking, drugs, gambling. We don't pay our bills. We incur debt. The list goes on, but you get the general idea. We also need to stop doing this to ourselves. Yes, look, it hurts when you come out of a relationship, or it hurts when you don't have access to your children, or something else in life is setting you off, or you just can't cope with the demons in your head. I understand it. I've lived it. I've written a book about it. I've done that for over 30 years. Every time a relationship or something didn't go my way, I self-sabotaged my life because I felt that I had to punish me and put myself at rock bottom to then come back out of it. In my other videos, I've said to you, I have plenty of reasons to do that again after the last 8 years of my life with my medical issues. And then to top all that off was an ending of a relationship that I thought would last forever. Beginning of this year, I've had nothing but car issues after car. But I decided this year, because I could see I was going to go down that same path of wrecking my life, it's got to stop. I've got to do something different. And quite often people say to me, oh, how can you laugh about something so serious? Well, the reason I can laugh about it because if I don't, I'm going to cry. And there's nothing wrong with crying, don't get me wrong. But the more I cry, the worse the demons from the mental health attack, the more they make me succumb to their way, and the more stupid things I will end up doing that will not only hurt my own life, but there's a possibility that it could hurt somebody else. Not physically. A lot of times it can be emotional hurt, it can be mental hurt. And I've had to take these bad times and say, you know what? It's another stepping stone. It's another challenge. And the harder I fight back, the more I'm accomplishing every single day. You know, normally when my mental health takes over because I can't cope with everything, or I allow it to win, I become a recluse. I sit in a darkened room. I won't open curtains. I won't talk to people. I pull away from society. It's not healthy. So now every time I feel like I'm going to get into one of those moods, I get up, I get my ass out of my home, and I go out into the public. I don't have to talk to anybody, but I need to be out there to see that other people are smiling, other people are living life. We don't know what their struggles are, but by seeing them out there makes me feel normal. And I am normal. We all go through shit. But then I run into people that I have slowly gotten to know. Or like on Saturday, I went and met a group of people at a barbecue that I hadn't met before and only some I'd spoken to via Facebook. And I had the greatest few hours with these people. And one of the people had set up a volleyball net, and I was standing out near the volleyball net having a cigarette. And she was like, "Come on, let's play some volleyball." I'm like, "Yeah, okay. I haven't played it in 30 years, but I'll have a crack." And I forgot that, here I was 8 months ago facing a wheelchair for the rest of my life because of lack of mobility and the high chance of amputation of both lower limbs. And I forgot that I'm only just starting to rebuild strength. And I did a couple of little jogs to try and get to the ball. I hit the ball all over the place. I'm pissing myself laughing. I even lost my balance a few times and kissed the dirt. And I laid there on the grass and I'm going, this is awesome. I'm laughing. I'm having a ball. And it led me to realise that if I'd have sat there sulking in my own head or in my own home, I wouldn't have experienced that. It also showed me that in the last 6 months that I've started to fight for my life and fight for my future and started getting my health back on track, I am accomplishing more and more every single day. And it's because of that, it gives me the power to keep wanting to push. It keeps wanting me to step outside and get my life sorted. I'm not worried about anybody else. I'm not worried about falling in love. I'm not worried about who's going to be my next relationship. And I've spoken before that I have this nature to get addicted to people. If I sense any sort of hope, love, affection, anything. And look, like any addiction, I've got to keep fighting that. But I'm also building some really great friends that are purely just friends. They actually care. They actually message me and ask if I'm doing okay. But they're also the same friends that are helping me push my limits every single day or every single week. And they're proud of what I'm accomplishing. But the main point is I'm proud. I'm satisfied with who I am, where I'm aiming, and what I'm aiming for. And I know it's not going to be easy, and I know I'm going to have a lot of hurdles. But it is time that other mental health sufferers realise you don't have to let the demons win. You don't have to do these normal toxic traits every single time things are not going our way. Why cause more heartache and pain on our lives, and why put us in situations where it's going to make it even more difficult to overcome? I know it's not easy, but you've got to start with the first step, and the first step is to believe in yourself. The second step is to love yourself. Third step is be honest to yourself. Fourth step, worry about yourself. And number 5, fight those demons and do things that are going to give you the encouragement, the power, and the energy to fight those demons. Anyway, I said it was going to be a short video, and that's exactly what it's going to be. So, listen, mental health sucks, but you have the power, you have the choice to make a difference, not in your own life, but in other people's lives. You don't have to go out and help everybody. Help one person. Do something that takes your mind off what you're dealing with, but don't lose focus on where you need to keep your life at. Even if it gets hard, laugh at it and go, well, shit, there's another hurdle. I'm going to overcome that. Don't let yourself get into financial ruin. Don't lose your home. Don't lose your job. Start smiling every day and be proud of you. And the sooner you do that, the sooner you will find you can create a life, and stop looking for the fix. There's no quick fix. There's no, if I could get back with my ex. Your ex is an ex for a reason. It didn't work. It might be good for 6 months or 12 months, and there's the odd stories that it was good for the rest of their lives. But relationships take work. It does not cure mental health. Doesn't matter who's in your life. The only thing that cures mental health is when you take control of it. Anyway, I'm going to love you, leave you. Take care of your mental health. Get outside. Go and smile. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. And again, this is another raw, unedited video. All right, have a good one.